it's Tanya and welcome back to the weekly sketch challenge. And wow, that sketch popped up very quickly on there, but yeah, it it is on the website, or actually it is on the Facebook forum if you want to go and have a look. And I do hope you do go and have a look, because that is the only way that you can participate in the challenge and earn that $10 coupon code. So we were, aside from the sketch, we were also tasked to do a white background and use border punches and things. No, I lie. Border punches and a monochromatic design. There we go. So gotta get my facts straight here. So I opted to go with sort of orangey colors, orangey pinky colors, because, well, for one thing, I have orange tones in my top there, and for another, they're just beautiful colors, and I wanted to use the rainbow paper. And you know, these kits had these gorgeous colors in them. These are the July Hip Kit Club kits, and all the details are on their website. I'm not sure if they're still available. I would hazard a guess that they probably are. So if you did miss out on them, go and have a look and check them out. And August is available, and September has been revealed. So if you didn't get July, you're a little behind the times. So yeah, and yes, I am scrapping in my pajamas, which is yeah, enjoy it, because they're really fluffy and nice, and it's winter here, so I was having a pajama day, which lasted until about lunchtime, and then I felt weird and got dressed. So blame my upbringing. So yeah, so here are my border punches, and I'm going to show you some of it, and then I'm going to cut it out, because nobody really wants to see somebody border punching a whole bunches of piece of paper, especially when one of them breaks, and I keep skipping, and oh dear, I'm very out of practice with my border punches, I must admit, but I love them, and I don't know why I don't use them more often, because you know, when one gets them out, you just remember just how great they are. And yeah, this is where it's a complete disaster. There we go. Oh dear. So yeah, I did take a hammer to it. But it's okay. I think the problem is that cardstock is quite thick. So yeah, that did cause a bit of trouble. But I'm going to get my border punching on again. And yeah, do some cardstock as well, and then I'm going to start to put the layout together. So here I am, and I've finished all my border punching, and I've cleaned up everything nicely. And yeah, here's my cardstock background, and the sketch did call for some layering at the top and then the photographs, so I'm following relatively closely to it and just deciding in what arrangement I want my my punched borders to be. So that is what I'm doing now. It's not rocket science. So let's just talk about the Hip Kit Club briefly for a moment. As I mentioned in the beginning, it is the sketch challenge, and this comes out every Friday. And yes, it is in the Facebook forum, and a post is created every Friday with the sketch, and there's a ton of inspiration from the design team, not only in the member forum, but also on the blog for the Hip Kit Club, on the Facebook page for the Hip Kit Club, and also on the YouTube channel. So yes, every Friday we all use the sketch in the way that we have been told to, and you get to play along. And there is that $10 coupon code up for grabs for those of you who participate and post your layouts in the thread that is created on the Friday. So there we go. That is all the shop talk out the way, and yes, we are slowly watching me glue all those pieces of paper together. Riveting viewing this is, really it is. And yeah, I then chopped off the top bit because I didn't want too much of it at the top there, because I still have my photographs to put on the page. And yeah, now I'm going to get a very similar arrangement to the top. I'm doing that at the bottom there underneath the photograph. It's quite nice, because what that does is it's not only repetition, but it gives an anchor for the photographs. You know, it gives a place for them to sit and look like they belong there. So that was quite nifty too. And I did briefly contemplate sewing some of these down, but yeah, as I might have mentioned before, my sewing machine and me are not always on the best of terms, so I opted to use some fun foam instead. Well, there we go. I must say that stuff is terribly sticky, as you will see here when I try and cut it. Oh dear, It's all very nice having an adhesive backing on it, but it does make it kind of difficult at times. But then I think I just make my life difficult at times by trying to make it simpler and then just complicating things. But there we go. So I've backed them with fun foam because it just elevates them a little bit and gives a bit of dimension. And then I'm going to kind of battle with the title because let's talk about the photos a little bit, shall we? This was the experience that we opted to do for my birthday, my girls and me. We decided to do a Lindt cupcake masterclass, and oh my gosh, did we have the most amazing fun. And it was super fun. It really wasn't difficult, and I'm going to battle with that fun foam because I didn't think ahead. What I want to do is to layer that photo on top of the other one, but I had too much of the foam, so it made it, a bit too lumpy and bumpy, so that's why I was doing that. But so we got there, and the dude that did the class was fantastic, had a wonderful personality, and they basically do everything for you. The mixture's all there for you, and they heat the milk up for you, and all you'd really do is stir a little bit and pipe some cupcake mixture into the little gold cupcake what are they, pans that they give you. And they pretty much do everything else for you. But it was a lot of fun, and we ended up with 8 cupcakes each, so that was a lot of cupcakes to bring home. And just yum, although we didn't want to seal in chocolate for a while after that. So I decided to use these rub-ons because for one thing the color scheme works so well, and for another they're really pretty, and if we don't use them, particularly with rub-ons, you lose them because they don't their shelf life is not very good. So you really should use them as soon as possible to to get your money's worth out of them. And these do rub on quite nicely. You can see there I'm carefully pulling it away, and I got a couple of bits didn't do so nicely, but otherwise it came out really well, and I really like how that did. And then I decided that the whole thing was a little too high, but I couldn't pull it up, so I made it work. And then I'm just going to cut out that flower, and I've got that down there, as you can see. And now I'm getting some more flowers on because I want a pop of brighter color. And so I got these flower die cuts that were exclusively designed for us, and I'm popping them behind. And you really actually can't go wrong with these because flowers just look pretty in any kind of arrangement. So just go with what looks good for your eye, and it's bound to look good because that's what I'm doing. Gut instinct, that's what it's all about. Well, certainly for me, I think I'm one of those instinctual scrappers, don't think too much about it. If I think too much, then it's just not going to work. And I thought this was inspired. What's this banner? I love these banners. I think I've used quite a few of them. I only had like one left, maybe 2 left. And they just really are fun. And the fruit doesn't really go with chocolate cupcakes, but the colours go and the feel of it goes. And it was a happy, joyful time. And so that's what I'm going with. And I'm just going to add a few finishing touches by using these words, and they're by Pink Fresh Studio. We got quite a few bits of theirs in these kits, which is always lovely. And and I'm about done, and I'll show you some stills and remind you to go and check out the post in the Facebook forum. Come join in. It's always fun to see what you get up to, and there is that $10 coupon code up for grabs. So hope you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Pop me a comment below, and I hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll chat again soon. Bye bye.